Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here. And today I have for you, Netflix doesn't care about entertainment. They just want you to consume. And in my opinion, this is what Max Headroom was warning us about. What do I mean by all of this? Well, I'll get to the whole thing about Max Headroom here in a minute. But there was a story that just came out about Netflix and what they would do with their streaming service. And you know, around here in these parts on FanZcene, I'm not big on streaming services, but I'm going to go ahead and pop this up for you. This is from Discussing Film. It says, I'm just going to read this little blurb here because I did go through the article that this comes from. Basically, it's just stroking Netflix ego. So, but I'll put a link in the description down below if you guys want to go read the whole interview. But it says Netflix execs tell screenwriters to have characters announce what they're doing so that viewers who have a program on in the background can follow along. They also have thousands of micro genres, including casual viewing, which is used for movies, TV that go down best when you're not paying attention. Bum, bum, bum. So there you guys have it. That's what I mean by Netflix doesn't care about entertainment. They legitimately don't care about entertainment. All they want you to do is consume. They want you to have Netflix playing in the background, and so that you just have some noise. I saw it earlier that somebody brought this up. It's like back when TV first started, it was like radio with pictures because they were still like producing like a radio show for TV because they hadn't got TV down where they would, so like they would describe what they're doing and stuff on the TV show. It wasn't until like the 80s, like 70s and then into the 80s and 90s where TV really became like stories and entertainment and character and all that, right? So we've reverted back to that. And it really also sounds to me like Netflix is trying to compete with podcasters and YouTubers because I'll be honest with you guys. I know most people that's probably listening to this video right now is probably just listening to the video, not really watching it. They're just hearing me talk, which is fine because this video is sort of designed in that way. I'm not trying to make a TV show or a movie. Netflix is in a business supposedly of making entertainment, but they're really not. So do you guys really want to be watching a movie where somebody walks in and goes, I just opened the door, I just walked in, I just sat down, now I'm looking at my food, I'm about to eat my food, and there is a suspenseful knock at my door, I best get up and walk over to the door? It's like that's not movies, that's not entertainment. This is what I mean when they say consume content, because they're not making entertainment, they're making content, and they want you to quickly consume it and always have Netflix playing in the background so that they're getting the streams. Now this brings me to Max Headroom, which I've recently been watching the complete series, Max Headroom. Once again, I just started it up, and when I say this is what Max Headroom was warning us about, is because literally Max Headroom is a talking head, much like a YouTube personality, who becomes very popular, and his whole shtick is that he presents the news and stuff in a satirical way, making jokes and stuff, but he also stands up for it. And, he works for Network 23. Well, he's a computer program. His, Matt Fewer, who plays the real version, the guy who Max Headroom is based off, because they scan his mind and put it in a computer or whatever. He's like this journalist, and he's trying to tell these stories and stuff, and they're always constantly shutting him down from the higher up, telling him, no, you can't run that story, you can't do this. And within the world of Max Headroom, within the future, because this show was well ahead of its time, is like they can tell you right away who's watching and how long they're watching, much like streaming. See, back in the old days of network TV, they would have to wait for what they called the overnights. What's an overnight? Well, when they released a new TV show or something or movie played it, you'd have to let the people of America watch it, and overnight the ratings would come in, and they could tell you, how well it did, if it did good, if it bombed. See, now with Netflix and streaming, much like in the future of Max Headroom, they can tell you immediately what you're watching, how many people are watching it, and how quick they're watching it, whether it's going up or whether it's going down. And that's what Netflix wants. They don't care about, in the world of Max Headroom, they don't really care what's playing. They even have these things called blipverts in the first episode, where they've compressed 30-second advertisements into 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Sound familiar? TikToks and stuff like that and all that, where they run it so that people will not change the channel, because traditional advertisements give people time to turn the channel and stuff. But which now we have advertisements, and also they do sort of do give you like, which is funny because sometimes there are like 3-second advertisements on a video, on a YouTube video or Netflix now because there's advertisements now. But it's so much like as I'm watching Max Headroom and watching him, be what he is, because they didn't want Max Headroom at first, but he becomes this popular talking head on their channel because they tried to shut him down and everything, right? The executive, the guy that first owns the company, Network 23, doesn't want him. They try to shut him down and everything, but he becomes this popular talking head. And it seems to me like Netflix is like that evil network, but now it's streaming, not actual network TV, where they can tell you who's watching what and how long they're watching it, and they don't really care about story or what they're watching, and it's a controlled environment to make you watch what they want you to watch, right? Because like in Max Headroom, stories are shut down, much like in today's day and age with the media and stuff. Stories are just shut down. If it's not meant for the public to know, we don't want the public to know. We shut that down. So it's very much like the future, like encompasses all media here lately. I'm sort of going on a rant here more than just about Netflix, but like in with all of like it's just weird. It's just weird that I'm watching it. I was just started rewatching Max Headroom again, and I saw the story about Netflix, and it like paralleled together, and it like helped me make this video, honestly, because I to be honest with you people, I've been struggling a little bit with what type of videos to make and make videos, and I'm sorry for not releasing more videos here lately. I do apologize for that, but I saw this and it just got me thinking, and it's just so weird. Like it was like happenstance because I started watching Max Headroom, and then I saw the story about Netflix, and it's like a lot of it connected in a way, which is crazy because yes, like I said, Max Headroom was like this talking head who presented the news and other, like pop culture and stuff in a satirical way, but also along with it, Matt Fuhr's. I'm trying to remember his name, and I've just been watching it. Carter, I believe his name is Carter. Matt Fuhr's other persona is Carter, who's like the journalist. The only thing like Max Headroom gets wrong is like the upstanding of journalism, like the journalist who's like the hero. You know, in today's day and age, I don't know if you can trust journalists as much. But anyways, like they stand up. They're like they will even go against Network 23 to tell you the story and stuff like that. And Max Headroom becomes this very popular, talking head, which is like a lot of us on YouTube. I'm not popular. Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to be, but I'm not. But it's funny because it just that's what it feels like to me. It's like Netflix is entering the future world of Max Headroom, and where they've sort of gone backwards in time, and it's no longer entertainment. It's no longer entertainment. It's consumable content. That's when I say I absolutely hate the words content and consume nowadays because it's not entertainment. This was entertainment. This was hour-long drama shows that told you what was going on in popular culture with characters, romance, action, and political satire and stuff done right. It was great. It was fun. It was entertaining. A lot of movies. That's why I will always defend, and that's why I typically don't watch a lot of new stuff. I know that some people don't like hear that, but I don't watch a lot of new stuff because it's not as good as what we got in the past. The movies and TV shows from the past, they're just not. And now Netflix, which is streaming, is what everybody does. It's so much more easy and comfortable for the masses, right? And now they've got to the point where nobody really gives a crap what's on. They just turn it on and leave it on to have noise in the background, like white noise. And now it's getting to the point where they have little micro genres and subgenres and ads and stuff just telling you things. But you're not watching, you're not engaging, you're not being entertained, you're not having fun, you're not just escaping the troubles of the day. You're just sitting there playing it in the background and not giving a crap about what's going on. It mind boggles me. It mind boggles me. And it just proves how Max Headroom was ahead of his time. I am not going to do an impersonation of Max Headroom. I can't do it, but you guys know it. Yeah, I mean, I think we might need a little more Max Headroom in today's day and age to take on the powers of be at Netflix and other streaming services and take back, entertainment for the people. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section down below. Do you guys, for those who stream and stuff, because I'm a physical media guy, do you just turn it on in the background and let it play? Are you cool with now everything where they're designing shows and movies to tell you what they're doing on this show, and it's just so you can hear it in the background? You know, do you guys like that? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing, hitting that bell for notifications. That would be awesome if I earn your guys' subscriptions, or possibly share the video out for everybody to see, or join and become a channel member, because that would help out my channel immensely. Thank you, and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for being channel members here and for all of your support. To everybody watching, whether you liked me, hated me, or liked this video, or hated this video, I thank you for sticking this long. Wherever you all are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Always support physical media and old school entertainment, because they really truly are the superior format. Godspeed.